Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hollyoaks has aired a dramatic arrest following the violent incident involving Oscar Osbourne. This week, Roe Hutchinson's bullying ordeal continued to escalate, as Arlo threatened him to do his coursework. Roe grew tired and decided to fight back against his bully, and in the dog flat he brandished a knife he was carrying for protection. Best streaming services. The pair ended up in a tense scuffle, and when Oscar arrived to give Roe some homework, he was caught up in the situation and got stabbed. In tonight's episode, February 18th, as Arlo ran off, Diane demanded for Roe to call an ambulance for Oscar. She then phoned Nancy to tell her what had happened, and she and Darren rushed to the scene. The Osbournes waited for news on Oscar's CT scan results, as he hit his head on the ground when he fell. Oscar suddenly hemorrhaged and was taken into emergency surgery. The operation went well, but his cochlear implant was damaged, and Nancy was concerned about her son not being able to hear when he woke up. Hollyoaks confirms Grace's new target as popular character returns. Meanwhile, as the police investigated the crime scene, Diane assumed that Arlo had stabbed Oscar, and she confronted Tony about his relationship with Marie, leading to this horrific incident. As both Roe and Arlo waited at the police station, Diane and Marie clashed over the incident, with Diane bringing up Abe's string of crimes to prove her point. Roe was interviewed by Donnie, accompanied by Tony and Diane. Donnie explained the seriousness of Oscar's condition, and that he was in intensive care because someone was carrying a knife. Hollyoaks teases heartbreaking split in Darren and Kat mystery. Donnie asked Roe who the weapon belonged to, and while Diane expected him to say Arlo, the guilt got the better of Roe and he admitted that the knife was his and he stabbed Oscar. Tony and Diane were heartbroken as Roe explained the situation before being cautioned by Donnie. He was forced to use his dead name before he arrested Roe on suspicion of assault, and the teenager was taken away. What will happen to Roe now? The latest Hollyoaks episode delivered a shocking twist as Oscar Osbourne's fate was finally revealed, leaving viewers stunned in an emotionally charged hour of television. In a storyline that has gripped audiences for weeks, the fallout from Oscar's violent bullying ordeal reached a dramatic climax, culminating in a devastating arrest that will change the Osbourne family forever. The tension mounts for weeks. Tensions had been bubbling in the Osbourne household, with Darren, Ashley Taylor Dawson, and Nancy, Jessica Fox, increasingly worried about their son's erratic behavior. After months of relentless bullying at school, Oscar, Noah Holdsworth, had found himself pushed to breaking point, with the lines between victim and aggressor blurring in a way no one saw coming. Last week's shocking cliffhanger left Oscar standing over the unconscious body of his tormentor, Roe Johnson, guest star Elijah Holloway, after a violent altercation in the school corridors. The question remained, had Oscar gone too far? And would Roe survive? A community in shock as the episode opened, chaos descended upon Hollyoaks High. Paramedics fought to stabilize Roe as the headteacher called the police, leaving Oscar frozen in terror. Nancy rushed to the scene, her worst fears confirmed as she saw her son trembling beside Roe's lifeless form. While Roe was rushed to hospital in critical condition, Oscar was taken to the police station for questioning. Darren and Nancy desperately tried to plead their son's case, but DS Zoe Anderson, Garcia Brown, made it clear this was a serious assault, and Oscar was facing dire consequences. Meanwhile, Roe's family arrived at D Valley Hospital in a state of shock, with his older brother Malik, newcomer Shaq Taylor, demanding justice. As Roe fought for his life, tensions flared in the village, with accusations flying and social media turning the incident into a firestorm of speculation and blame. The arrest that changes everything. Despite Nancy's impassioned pleas, Oscar found himself formally arrested for grievous bodily harm. The devastating moment unfolded as Darren lashed out in anger, blaming himself for failing his son, while Nancy broke down, torn between protecting Oscar and acknowledging the severity of his actions. As Oscar was led away in handcuffs, the entire village watched in stunned silence. Juliet's grieving brother James Nightingale, Gregory Finnegan, was seen deep in thought, his lawyer instincts kicking in. Could he be the one to help Oscar fight his case? Meanwhile, Felix Westwood, Richard Blackwood, who had seen the impact of violence firsthand, had a quiet but intense confrontation with Darren, warning him that this could be just the beginning of a much darker path. The aftermath and the final heart-wrenching moments, Rose's condition took a turn for the worse, and doctors rushed to perform emergency surgery. As Oscar sat alone in a police cell, replaying the horrific moment in his mind, a single tear rolled down his cheek. Was this truly the end for him? Meanwhile, Nancy and Darren faced a grim reality. If Rose didn't make it, Oscar's future could be even darker. The episode ended with a haunting fade to black, leaving viewers desperate for answers. What's next for the Osborne family? Can Oscar escape the consequences of his actions, or is his life about to change forever? One thing is certain, Hollyoaks just delivered one of its most explosive episodes yet. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Hollyoaks Update YouTube channel for more update news.